Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leora and I'm so glad you found me. And Kiki and Oreo. We're all here, sweeties, and before I just quickly tell you about how crazy my morning was, I just want to show you this little guy because it's the Oreo update. He's now 3.5 months old. I finally sat down and made a calculation, and yeah, so he's 3.5 months old, and yeah, you see he's getting big, he's super beautiful, we love him, and that is that. Kiki, you have seen just last week because we filmed together, right? Mm-hmm. And it was so much fun, and I'm so glad that so many of you loved that video so much. It was really, really awesome. So thank you so much for your support. And this is it. You want to say something?
My birthday is today.
Yeah, that's right. Her birthday is today, and of course the one of her twin sister, and also of the other two twins that I have. So we are celebrating 4 birthdays today, which is basically the Monday before you're seeing this. So anyway, this is it. Happy birthday. You're getting a cat. All right, sweetie, see you later.
Bye.
Alright, so this is it, sweeties. Let me just really, really quickly tell you how crazy my morning was, because we had here in Israel such a big thunderstorm last night. It was horrible. We woke up to 2 rooms flooded in my house, which was, you know, starting a birthday like this, not so perfect. But anyway, that was super, super crazy, and it sort of messed up the whole morning because we had to, of course, you know, take brooms and try to sweep out the water. It was really, really high in the rooms. It had come in through the balcony doors, you know. So that is that. Anyway, that is how my morning was. I hope from now on it's going to get better, because now I'm here with you, and that should be awesome. So anyway, if you're new here and you just found me, I'm Leora, and I am in love of makeup, especially colorful makeup, and of course also colorful styling, and everything that is bold, everything that is fearless, everything that is just, I don't know, beautiful on every level. I just love to be that. Okay, so plus my channel is very, very positive about makeup. We are not bashing brands here. We're not doing anti-hauls. We're not doing any of that. We are going to see the positive things in everything, because there is already too much negativity out there. We don't need to add to this. Okay, in case you're wondering, I did my first look with this palette. This is from Swedish Reality Cosmetics. This is the Swedish Reality palette. I did my first look with this one this morning. There is going to be a review coming up. This is not my review look, of course, because it was my first impression. I didn't film it, but I will film a look in the review, okay, or for the review. Okay, so just so you know, also the lashes are from Swedish Reality Cosmetics. They are quite, like, I've never worn anything like this. It's crazy. So anyway, I just added some glitter because I love glitter and stuff. But anyway, so that is that. That is coming. Okay, just wanted to quickly point that out. Besides that, we have a lot to talk about. As always, sweeties, you know the drill. We have the longest videos out there. So that is what we're doing, and without further ado, we should go right into it. Alright, sweeties, Cult Candy Cosmetics. We spoke about Cult Candy Cosmetics last time, and I only could show you the outer packaging of the new Sinister Sweet collection, or the palette. So right now I also only have the picture of the palette, which looks like this. This is how it looks from the inside. It's actually really, really nice. It's more like a murky color scheme. Of course, there is the white in there, but besides that, it is more like subdued colors, more murky. That is really, really pretty for the fall, if you ask me. This is not a spring palette, but for the season, I think it is really, really nice. This is going to retail for £15, in case you're interested. This is the Sinister Sweet palette, and I think it is really, really nice. Also, the outer packaging that we saw last time was really, really nice. Something else I wanted to update you on is from Shine by SD. We have spoken about Shine by SD last time already, and I showed you a sneak peek of the new Dynamic Duo collection. Back then it was just a black and white picture, and now we see this. So now I still don't know exactly how this is going to play out. Like, what are the duos? How are they? I don't know. Is it then the same shade, or is it, what is it going to be? Alright, sweeties, I just got interrupted because my cat came back in and made a lot of noise. rummaging through stuff. So anyway, I don't know where I was now. This is a mess already. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so that was Shine by SD. So this has launched already when you're seeing this. And so this is what it is. These are the colors and that is what you're getting. And I think it looks actually really, really nice. And I know that Shine by SD is an amazing, amazing brand. So this should be fun. Anyway, the next thing I wanted to show you is from Bora For Beauty. And they're coming out with their first ever face products, which is super, super exciting. I think not having my own brand, but just thinking with a normal human's heart and head, I would think that if you're coming out for the first time with something new for your brand, or like, I guess for whatever you're coming out with for your brand, it's like your baby, right? So that should be super, super special. So this is a blush collection, 3 blushes, super, super pretty colors, also very, very suitable for, of course, darker skin tones, really pretty. And it says here, this is a cream to powder blush that offers smooth application, easy blending, rich pigment, and long wear. So they retail for $9 each or $23 for the bundle, and it comes in the 3 colors that you're seeing here. This looks super pretty, super, super pretty. Okay, the next thing is from Didi's Signature, and this is a collection she's coming out with. This is the Apple collection. This is kind of also, I don't know, I could be completely wrong, but this sort of also plays, of course, into the fall, I guess, you know, apple harvest or something, but it kind of looks already also Christmassy, you know? And I don't know. So anyway, so this is that. There is the Apple palette, there are 8 lipsticks, there are eyelashes, and there is a powder brush, which is, it almost looks like a flower. Super, super pretty. Yeah, I mean, I'm personally not too much into like strange shapes of packaging and stuff, but color-wise, I think it's a very, very nice color scheme for if that is what you're looking for, you know? So anyway, we have greens there, we have orange, we have red, we have about a third or a little bit more of browns there, and then the lipsticks, of course, look absolutely beautiful. Wait a second, there's another brush. There are 2 brushes there. Anyway, you will see. If you're interested, please go on the website and check it out. I will have it, of course, a link down below. Okay, the next thing where I was like, wow, this is so spectacular. This is from New Culture House and New Culture Cosmetics. Sorry, this is from New Culture Cosmetics, and this is the Wicked eyeshadow palette. This looks so beautiful. This looks so, so beautiful. Absolutely stunning. This is coming soon. I don't have a, do I have a date yet? I don't have a date yet, but this should be coming soon because it sort of still fits into the season now. This is so colorful and so beautiful, and I love it. It is stunning. A stunning, stunning palette. Very, very well done. Culture House Cosmetics. I have to update you on Bare Beauty, and last time I introduced you to Bare Beauty, which is a new brand, I think Australia based. So he is coming out. I think his name is Rory. He is coming out with a whole collection, his first whole collection, and last time I could just show you outside packaging. Okay, so this time I can show you what actually is there. There is, of course, this palette. There are 4 shades of loose duochrome pigments which look absolutely spectacular, and there is a platinum liquid eyeshadow. All of this looks beautiful, and just imagine that this is a first release of a brand as far as I know. So this is spectacular. It says here it's volume 1, so there might be something else coming, a volume 2 collection or something like this. But anyway, just saying that this palette is on the way to me, just so you know, and this has been lovingly given to me by Christine, who is one of my loving subscribers. So awesome. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to try this. This looks absolutely amazing. And if you're new here and you don't know, green is my soul color. It's my soul color, and I love that. So I should be able to rock this palette, and thank you so much. Can't wait for this to get here. I'm going to film my haul for the month of October very soon. I don't know, maybe you've seen it yesterday or you'll see it tomorrow or at some point. I will be talking about the shipping times from Australia though, because I just got a package that was on the way to me for 2 months. So just saying that I cannot promise whenever it gets to me I'll start working with it. This is unfortunately how I have to run my channel, but it's not my fault. Just saying, you know, it's seriously, it's the shipping times to Israel are crazy. All right, we are moving on to the next thing, and that is Cake and Cream Cosmetics, and they're coming out with the Cream Pore eyeshadow palette. Now this looks very, very gentle. You know, it is a colorful palette, yes, but it looks kind of, it looks gentle. you know, like icing on a cake or something. I don't like, I have very, very soft vibes with this palette, which is really, really nice. So this has launched already when you're seeing this. Do I have a price? I don't think I have a price for this. And thank God I have no problem anymore really with like food related stuff, you know, because I also have this now, which is of course also about sweets and stuff. So anyway, it doesn't trigger me anymore. I'm really like, I'm feeling good about this, you know. So anyway, so this Cake and Cream Cosmetics, this is the cream powder palette, super, super sweet. Nothing against it. Okay, the next thing is from Beauty of Color Cosmetics, and they're coming out with a blush palette. Now, as of right now, I only have the outer packaging here. I hope I will be able to include a picture of the product itself. If it releases, if they show us by the time, like before I finish editing, then I will. Otherwise, I will update you next time. So it says here it's featuring 5 highly pigmented blushes, and this is dropping on November 3rd. This is already live when you're seeing this. So I don't know. I hope there will be some kind of picture before I finish editing. Anyway, so this is already live in case you want to check this out. It looks amazing, and I do believe that this is a brand that absolutely should be supported. I think the vibe behind this brand is absolutely beautiful. Okay, the next thing is, I do believe, a new brand for me, and that is Tease Lashes and Cosmetics. And they're coming out with this palette, and this is the Baddie Diary eyeshadow palette. It has 9 creamy warm shades, including 3 mattes, 3 pressed glitters, and 3 shimmers. Now, for me, that is a nice palette. I mean, color scheme wise, it's okay. It's not my most favorite because I'm obviously leaning more towards really colorful because that's just my life. But anyway, I think this is a super, super nice workable palette if you like glitters. You know, if you don't, then maybe not so much. But also personally for me, I don't necessarily need glitters and shimmers in a palette. You know, if I have either or, I'll be also fine. But you know, if I have both, it's also not a big deal. Like, you know, throw everything at me, I'm fine. You know what I mean? So anyway, this retails for $30, and I think it is a very, very beautiful palette. I would have liked, but that is again just my personal makeup style, I would have liked a super, super dark matte in this. But I mean, they're going for the warm, creamy browns, you know, so it makes sense what they did here. Okay, anyway, we're moving on to the next thing, and that is also a new brand for me, and this is, I really don't know how to pronounce this. I think it's called Ciola Cosmetics, I think. Taking a wild guess here. So this is a US based brand, and they're coming out with a new palette, but I also want to show you 2 that have already released previously, as far as I know. Okay, I could be wrong about this, but anyway, the top one is the Blossom eyeshadow palette. Then the one in the bottom row to the left, that is the Seoul's and Stella eyeshadow palette, I think. And then the new one, this is the newest release, that is the Witching Hour eyeshadow palette with the 18 shades. That is the one with the black packaging. Witching Hour, I absolutely relate to that because I always called the time between like 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock in the evening. This is what I called the witching hour, when all the kids go crazy before it is bedtime. So that was always my witching hours, you know. Anyway, so that is that. I think this looks actually really, really nice, especially this newest release. Really, really vibes with me. Really pretty. So yeah, so that is Loreal Cosmetics. Very excited to have found a new brand. Let's just see what the price is. This is going to retail for $36, the newest eyeshadow palette. This is already available now. We're moving on to the next thing, and that is also a new brand for me, and that is Drippy Gloss. Drippy Gloss. Okay, so that is the name of the brand, and they're coming out with this. So this is a new eyeshadow palette. Do I have a name for this? Tropical Vibes, I think. Tropical Vibes eyeshadow palette. This is releasing on Friday, in case you're interested. This looks like an all matte palette, if I'm not completely wrong. It's kind of a rainbow palette, but you know, there's nothing wrong with rainbow palettes. Like seriously, you know, I'm just working with one right now. If that is not a rainbow palette, then I don't know what it is, you know. There is nothing wrong, sweeties. Yes, I know we do not need to reinvent the rainbow, but there's still, at the same time, there is nothing wrong with it either, you know. So anyway, that is what it is. This is coming on Friday from Drippy Gloss. I don't have a price for this. Okay, the next thing, which is also super pretty, is from Indica Boutique Beauty. Indica Boutique Beauty, yeah. Okay, so they're coming out with this palette. This is the #1 palette. This is so pretty. And again, here I also have these soft vibes. Even though it is super vibrant and colorful, I still get those soft vibes like with the cream powder palette before, you know. I have the same kind of a feeling, like a soft, a coming home kind of a feeling, you know? It's really, really pretty. Okay, so we have 21 bright and vibrant colored shades. It says here it has 10 shimmer finishes. One of them is a dual chrome shifter, 8 mattes and 3 pressed glitters, and 2 of those are holographic. That's spectacular, if you ask me. For $25, absolutely beautiful. It's vegan, it's cruelty free, absolutely beautiful. And they are also donating $2 of each purchase of that palette will go to the Spirit of Harmony Foundation. All right. Sorry, sweeties, my brain is so frazzled. So anyway, this is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. The next thing that is also so beautiful. You guys, I just love makeup. What can I say? Okay, so this is from Amorous USA, and this is the new Bad Blood. Is it called Bad Blood? Bad Blood eyeshadow palette. So this has 32 shades, which I love because I love big palettes. And this is going to come on Friday the 6th, so also next Friday. All right, so this is coming. I think this is absolutely beautiful from what I'm seeing right now, because half of the palette is of course covered. So this is going to be purples and pinks and reds, and of course some neutrals. I have 2 more palettes. I have the Nabla palette and the Frozen. What's it called? Frozen. Or cold cream, ice cream, something, I don't know, the palette that is in that same layout, and actually they have performed super well. So just saying that this might just be a super affordable and yet super beautiful palette for you. This is the Bad Blood eyeshadow palette, and this is coming on Friday. The next release is from Euphoric Sun, and that is also a new brand for me personally, and they're coming out with 3 eyeshadow palettes. Each of them have 9 pans, and this is how they look. $12 each or $30 for the whole bundle. And I think this is again such a beautiful release, you know? Each of them is of course completely different. I especially love the 2 ones on top actually, which is so funny because you know that I have not been vibing with oranges so much, but I'm kind of getting back into it, you know? And this looks super fun. This looks just already like springtime, this kind of an orange color scheme. And then of course the other one to the left on the top is also super pretty. Also the one on the bottom. But anyway, maybe it's just because there's greens in the top palette there. It's so pretty. Yeah, so it looks like there's going to be pressed glitters in the palette if that is an issue for you. But anyway, this is absolutely beautiful, and this has already launched when you're seeing this. The next one that is also beautiful, where I thought, wow, this brand is getting more and more interesting as we go along. And this is from Makeup Scientist Cosmetics, and they're coming out with this palette. This is the Lab Manual eyeshadow palette, and this is absolutely beautiful. You know, like what's wrong? Like what's wrong with me? Why do I have to like everything? I think, you know, I think life is much nicer when you like a lot, but also when you like a lot, and then you also want a lot, and that is it's difficult. So anyway, we have 12 shades here. They say it's highly pigmented. This is already available for pre-order when you're seeing this. I don't have a price as far as I know. I think this is beautiful though, absolutely stunning. Also the packaging, because you know it is kind of special packaging, but it is still like a normal shape, you know, and I really like that. And the color story is super beautiful. So next thing, Lucky Bunny Cosmetics. Sweeties, we're going back to Australia. Lucky Bunny Cosmetics is an amazing indie brand that has come out now. I think this is the 4th palette. Yes, this is the 4th palette, and they have also come out, I think, with sponges and also with an eyeliner pencil, I believe. Don't want to say something wrong, but I think so. So they're coming out with the 4th palette now, and they're doing the 7 sins. You know, so they're coming out with the Wrath eyeshadow palette right now. So this is the color scheme of the new palette, and this is actually also what I sort of hinted at before when I said just wait till you see my haul video, because I just got the last release that released in August. I just got that now, you know, the Gluttony palette. It just got to me now, like mine yesterday. So anyway, it's crazy. So this retails for 35 Australian dollars, and this is already available when you're seeing this. So this is beautiful, and I can tell you if this palette, the quality is like the other palettes that I have already, then you're gonna like this, you know, if this is your color scheme. And again, I'm getting more into this color scheme. I'm getting back into it, you know. I just took a break for a couple of months of reds and oranges, but I'm really getting back into it. So this is really beautiful. I do have a code with them. All my discount codes are of course linked in the description box down below in case you want to save some money. It is affiliated, so use it or don't use it, whatever you want to do. All right, so anyway, so this is a Wrath palette, and this is already available from Lucky Bunny Cosmetics. Okay, next thing is from For Art's Sake Cosmetics, and as we're speaking right now, I do have actually my first palette from For Art's Sake Cosmetics, For Art's Sake Cosmetics on the way to me, which is a green and blue palette, which I can't believe, it's so beautiful. But that is also coming up, but they're coming out with this one, and this is the Stellar eyeshadow palette inspired by the great Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night painting. All right, so this is beautiful, and when you see the painting, or if you have that image in your mind, or if you Google it for that matter, then you will see that this is so super well done, how they executed this palette, how they put the painting into this palette. And it's a 9-pan palette, you know, so you have to really narrow it down to the essence of that painting, and I think they did super well here. So this retails for $24. It says here that the palette has 3 pressed glitters and 6 pressed shimmers, so that would mean that there is not a single matte in the palette. So you have to decide if that is something that you want to work with, but you know, that is what it is. I mean, a lot of people like absolutely like shimmery looks and sparkly, so you know, and it kind of makes sense also with the concept of the Starry Night, you know, like it kind of makes sense that it's all shimmery stuff. So anyway, this is already available now from For Art's Sake Cosmetics. I again said it wrong. For Art's Sake Cosmetics. I'm so sorry. This looks beautiful. Okay, the next thing that is a new brand that had me, I was like, wow, really? Why is this not my brand? Okay, so this is Dazzle Me Dead Cosmetics. Really? Dazzle Me Dead Cosmetics is another US based brand, and they're coming out with the Morgue Mini Eyeshadow Palette, which is this one. It has 9 gorgeous shades with 5 mattes and 4 shimmers. Retails for $27. Is available for purchase right now. On their website, it looks beautiful because it's greens for the most part. There's of course one shade that leans a little bit more orange, but everything else is green, and I think it's beautiful because green, sweeties, is my life. It's my soul. That's what I do best. Yeah, it's beautiful. So that is from Dazzle Me Dead Cosmetics. Okay, sweeties, we should start to have like a tag video. We should do a tag video about like ranking names of brands or something. Like really, I think brands should get awards for being very inventive with their names. Anyway, we're going back to something that we already know, and that is You Can Be Makeup. And You Can Be Makeup is coming out soon with this palette, which is the Exotic Flavors eyeshadow palette. Which, what do you think? Am I gonna love this? Yes, I do, because it looks beautiful, it's big, and I have the Spotlight palette, which I assume is going to be, it's probably going to be something like that, you know, shape-wise and size-wise, which is perfect for me. The performance also of the palettes from You Can Be Makeup that I have so far was really good, and it's also not super expensive, you know, so a lot of things speak towards a palette like this, for me personally. Okay, we have 48 shades. This is coming soon. I don't have a price, but this looks spectacular. Okay, next thing is from Island Mink Lashes, if I'm right. Island Mink Lashes and Cosmetics, and this is a palette, the Carnival Queen eyeshadow palette. Now, when I saw the outer packaging, I actually thought, and I saw the outer packaging, obviously I saw that first because they sneak peeked just the packaging first, and I thought this is gonna be a periwinkle blue, this is gonna be green, this is gonna be like different kinds of green, you know. I did not necessarily expect that color scheme. That is almost, according to the packaging, almost a little bit too colorful, you know, for my expectations. I expected something a little bit more dreamy with like blues, periwinkle, purple and green, something like this, you know. But anyway, that's just me, like whatever, you know, it doesn't matter. Anyway, this looks nice though. It is again a little bit kind of leaning towards a rainbow palette, which I have absolutely no problem with. It looks like there are 2 shimmers in this, I want to say, and that would be the lighter blue and the gold, and besides that I think it's all mattes. You know what it says here? I think I'm wrong. It says here 8 vibrant matte colors and 1 creamy shimmer shade. So the blue seems to be a matte after all. It looks a little bit like a shimmer, but anyway, so that is that, $22, and I think it's pretty. It's absolutely pretty. So it's just not what I thought when I saw the packaging, but still it is very pretty. Okay, we're moving on to a bit of a different vibe, and that is from sirenXO, and this is the Conscious Eyeshadow Palette. It has 10 shades with 6 mattes and 4 shimmers, retailing for $27, and it is of course a more subdued palette, a little bit more, well, neutral obviously, and it is really cold neutrals, which is really, really nice. Of course you have like a blood red kind of a, I don't know if it's blood red, but like a dark kind of a red wine, I don't know, I'm not good at explaining colors, you know that, shade in there, which also gives a little bit more versatility. I think it's a pretty palette. Is this of course my first choice? No, it's not, let's be honest, but it is still a very good palette. It has a nice range from light to dark, and that is always a thing that just makes a palette much easier to work with. So I really, really think that this is a nice palette. Okay, then we're moving on to Melt, and for that I have to probably jump back and forth a little bit. So I'm going to just start with this because this is the last time I saw released, and this is the It's Showtime Electrip Paint. Okay, so this is going to be a warm purple metallic liquid lip with duochrome shift, which is coming soon, which is super, super pretty. Let me just go and find the rest of Melt. Where's the rest of Melt? Okay, here it is. So we have 2 eyeshadow palettes. We have the Recently Deceased eyeshadow palettes with 8 shades. We have the Waiting Room eyeshadow palette with 10 shades. We have mascaras, lipsticks, brushes, glosses, a mirror, and more. It's all coming. I mean, the palettes actually look really, really gorgeous, you know, both of them even. I mean, I personally vibe, of course, more with the purple and green one. It looks absolutely beautiful. But even the other one, because I also very, very much like silvers and grays. So it is really, really beautiful. I mean, they're always rocking it, absolutely rocking it, you know. So what can I say? Anyway, this is what it is. I don't know what else to say about this. This is probably going to be way too expensive for me, but anyway. Okay, here we are back with Patrick Ta Beauty, and he's coming out with this. This is a major glow face gloss, and it's called She Gives Me Life. Now, I think the glossiness looks really, really nice. I personally love a good highlighter. I love it shiny. I love all of that. It's just formula wise, I don't know if that would work well for me because of my melasma and all of that. So I don't know if any one of you gets this or has something similar to that. You can feel free to let me know in the comments how that works for you if you have skin conditions that just need to stay covered, you know. So that is that, but on flawless models it absolutely looks nice. So yeah, so that is that is available on November 5th. So when you're seeing this, this is dropping like tomorrow or something like this. Okay, so this is coming of course on patrickta.com and at Sephora. We're moving on to the next thing, and that is Beatbox Beauty, and they're coming out with this is the Mixtape Volume 2 eyeshadow palette, 12 cool tones, and this has 7 mattes and 5 shimmers. I think this is really, really pretty. They did also the picture one time, I guess, with flash and one time without, which I think is really, really nice so people can see, you know. There is a huge difference. There is absolutely. Makeup photography, sweeties, is a science, you know, and you can sell something to people that really looks different if you want to. So I think this is really, really nice that they're actually giving you both, you know. This is really, really nice. Okay, it retails for $30. This is already available now at Beatbox Beauty, and yeah, so this is basically more or less a neutral palette with couple pops of blue, which there is nothing wrong with this, sweeties. Let's not beat stuff like this, you know. There is nothing wrong with this. Also, the outer packaging is really, really cool. I once had a boyfriend who did graffitis like this. Brings back memories. So anyway, yeah. All right, we're going on to Mark Wiley, and I think this time I said it right. Because last time I featured Mark also in my video, and I said Wiley because I thought it's a French pronunciation, but it wasn't. So I hope it's right now. So anyway, so he's coming out with 2 new palettes, and this is the Uptown palette. So this palette has 15 shades. It says here it has been reformulated with the purest of matte pigment to give you that true color payoff for seamless blending. Okay, this looks really, really nice. It is all matte, and then you also have a very bright lipstick to it, which the lipstick costs $17 and the Uptown palette costs $25. And let me go to another release. There's also a bigger palette coming. So this is the downtown palette. So we have an uptown palette, and a downtown palette. So this is the downtown palette, cold neutrals, which is actually super, super pretty. It's also leaning quite dark, which is nice because who needs more than one row of light tones, right? So I think this is actually super well done. This also retails for $25. It has 35 pans, and it says here the palette is containing shades from cool to deep with finishes of matte, shimmer, frost, and satin, which is really, really nice. It gives you super much for $25, seriously. So sweeties, after my last video, Mark contacted me, as I already told you, and actually he offered me a discount code. So if you want to, then you can use that too. It will also be, of course, in the description box in case you're interested in any of this. It is affiliated, so if you want to support me in that way, then feel free to do so. Thank you so much. And if not, then don't use it. Okay, it's fine. Okay, anyway, yeah, and Mark also, I have to point out, was actually super, super helpful because in a subsequent video after the video when he found me, he actually gave me some super, super valuable input on how a brand owner sees a release, you know, because I spoke in a video about a palette that didn't have shade names, and he gave me his input on why that might be, and that is actually so, so valuable to me to like see the other side, you know, because like in everything in life, we should always try to see the other side. So anyway, that is that. Let me just go back to where I was, and that is this one. This is the Welcome to Texas eyeshadow palette from Anoya Cosmetics. I do believe that I have spoken about this release, but I thought it was only the outer packaging. I might be wrong. So if I'm featuring this twice, no harm done. Anyway, so this is the palette from Anoya Cosmetics, the Welcome to Texas palette, 8 mattes, 4 shimmers. This is going to be available in about 2 weeks time. By the time you see it, it's probably going to be a bit less. You have a couple of neutrals here. You have a very, very bright red here. Don't be thrown off because I think this is taken in the shadow, so it might be a little bit more vibrant in like normal lighting, but anyway, this is how it looks. I think it's also very, very pretty. It has a lot of depth to it, which is super, super nice. So in case you're interested in this palette, then this is going to be coming soon. Okay, the next thing is from Loreal Cosmetics, and they're coming out with the new holiday collection, and this is how she looks now. Unfortunately, I have only a very, very small picture here, but I hope you can see it, or maybe I can find something else, but if not, unfortunately, this is all I have as of right now. So we have the Vintage Glamour palette for $29. We have a lip collection for $18 and another lip collection for $18. One is Nude Scene and one is Premiere. And then we have an eye duo, we have lip glosses, and we have a mascara duo. And this is already available in case you're interested. Now, for me, this is of course very, very neutral. The lip products actually would look nice on me, I think, because you know, nude lips look really, really nice on everybody, I would think. But anyway, so this is from Loreal Cosmetics in case you're interested in that. Okay, Mocha P Beauty is coming out with the horror eyeshadow palette. Now, I was trying to figure out what is so horrible about this eyeshadow palette. Just kidding. Of course, it's the outer packaging, which is really, really creepy. So that is not so much my thing. The color scheme of the palette is really, really nice. And again, it is, you know, it has its own thing. It sort of also goes, of course, with the packaging. And again, I don't like to look at stuff like this, so I'm not going to look at the outer packaging too much. But the color scheme in the palette is really, really nice. 9 matte shades in case you are interested in this. So this is available during the fall, restock in November. Okay, so that is coming, or it is already available. You have to check by yourself. Okay, then the next thing is, I think, is it a new brand though? LA Splash Cosmetics. No, I feel like I've spoken about this brand already. Anyway, so LA Splash Cosmetics is coming out with the Magic Eyeshadow Palette. This is an 8-pan palette, very, very neutral with a black and a white, which is, you know, what most people probably would like. I kind of really, really like the outer packaging, the design, you know. It looks like dream catchers. I might be completely wrong because I know next to nothing about all of this. So it could also be like star signs, and I have no idea. So anyway, this is retailing for $38, and this is already available now when you're seeing this. Then Drench Cosmetics. Drench Cosmetics I definitely spoke already about, and they're coming out with this palette. Do I have even a name for this palette? Jupiter Jungle. sorry, Jupiter Jungle eyeshadow palette. This is going to have a pre-launch now. Right now, I guess the pre-launch is up, and this looks beautiful. It is kind of, it really looks like a bit like jungle, like, or prairie, or like nature, you know, which is nice. It is a beautiful palette if that is the color scheme you're looking for. Absolutely right there. I don't know anything about the performance of Drench Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes, but color scheme wise it actually looks really nice. It also has enough depth in the palette, so in case you're interested, feel free to check this out. This is coming soon. Okay, ccolor Cosmetics has come out with the Cherry 2 eyeshadow palette for $10. 12 shades mattes and shimmers. I thought, you know, there's not so much cherry in that palette. It is really like more neutrals. You know, I mean, the packaging is cherry. That is really pretty. And then there are basically 2, or if you're very loose about it, then it's maybe 3 shades that are sort of leaning cherry, and everything else is not. So I think this could have been a little bit different. It could have been more cherry, you know. If it would have been half of the palette cherry tones, that could have been really nice. But anyway, you know, there is something for everybody here. So this is already available now from ccolor Cosmetics in case you want to check that out. I actually have already a couple of palettes here from ccolor Cosmetics that I want to try, that are lying there waiting for me. Yeah, so because I'm very much for affordable makeup, you know, and I want to show you that affordable makeup works, and you do not necessarily have to spend your whole income on makeup, you know. So anyway, I'm absolutely for this brand. It's just that I think that it could have been more cherry. If you're already calling it cherry, then just make it half cherry, you know. So anyway, this is that. We're moving on to the next thing, and that is from Beige Beauty, and they're coming out with the Pumpkin Coconut eyeshadow palette, which is, it kind of vibes with me like the, what was that called? It was the Halloween release from Style Cosmetics. It was like Iced Pumpkin or something like this, you know? It was like an orange and white palette or something. So it sort of vibed a little bit in this direction here. So this is the Pumpkin Coconut eyeshadow palette, which I think is a really cute theme. 9 shadows are, you know, it's okay. It's not my most favorite, but anyway, so 9 shades. It smells like pumpkin and coconut. Okay, so big deal. This is available now. I think it's cute. I think it could use a little bit more depth, because that is how I do my makeup. But besides that, I think it looks really cute. Okay, the next thing that I definitely needed to update you on is this one. This is the Book of Shadows from V Cosmetics. Last time I only showed you the outer packaging, I believe, and now, of course, I think it already dropped before I had the video up. They showed already this picture, and it is beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. As I expected, as I already told you last time, V Cosmetics is not going to let us down. All of their palettes look stunning, so there it is. I told you so. This is beautiful. Anyway, this is available now in case you want to. The next release is from Mamacita Cosmetics. Mamacita Cosmetics is also a brand that I keep like talking about all the time, right? It feels like this is almost every week. So Mamacita Cosmetics is coming out with this palette. This is the Hasta la Muerte palette. How am I doing? I think that was pretty good. Or Hasta? Now I don't know anymore. Okay, so Hasta la Muerta palette for $28, available now. This is, of course, more neutral palette with a little bit like leaning into the rosy dimension, you know, which is nice. For me personally, again, I would like to have a super dark matte, because that is how I do makeup. But anyway, I think, you know, this can create super beautiful looks. Just saying, in case you want that. The next thing is from Notice Beauty, and they're coming out with Glimmerchromes for $8 each. This is coming soon. I think this is actually super cool. It says here 12 new trichrome, does it say trichrome shades with a new vegan formula. Super pretty. I have a lot of Notice Beauty stuff lying here that has been given to me by my bestie in Europe, and I have not tried anything yet. Sorry, but anyway, Notice Beauty is definitely something a brand that I have my eyes on. So this looks absolutely stunning. Okay, we're moving on to the next thing, and that is Loreal Cosmetics, and they're coming out with a face powder collection, and that is blush shades, 10 different blush shades, 8 bronzers, contour shades, and 4 pre-made face palettes. So I believe that you can buy them separately, or you can also buy them pre-made. This is what I'm gathering from this, and then you can also make your own customizable customizable. Does one say that? Palettes. All right. So anyway, I think knowing Lethal Cosmetics, which is by the way a German-based brand, this is going to be probably very, very good. I don't have anything from Lethal Cosmetics, but I have heard only the best things about them. So that might be super, super nice. This is going to be available super soon on November 7th. So if you're interested, then feel free to check out their website. Then we're moving on to ColourPop, who is collaborating with Star Wars and Baby Yoda. And there is a palette coming out, which is actually super cute because again, it's green, you know, and no matter which green always vibes with me, no matter which one, you know, it just feels like my heartstrings like draw everything closer that is all kinds of green. So this is a really, really pretty palette. I actually really, really think this is so pretty. Okay, so anyway, this retails for $16 and this is already available and probably sold out by the time you're seeing this. So just in case, I also needed to update you on last week where we spoke about this collection. What was it called though? The Baroque, when I spoke about the Baroque palette that was so pretty. Let me just find it. Okay, so here I have it. So this is what I was speaking about last time, the Dark Blooms collection. So we have the Baroque palette, which is also on the way to me, sweeties. Thank you again, Christine. You're being so generous. Then we have the Grandeur palette and the Ornate palette, and we have lip glosses and all kinds of stuff that I didn't know last time. So just so you know, this is how it looks here right now. So we have the Yoda palette and we have this. All right. So that is that. And now we're moving on to Morphe. So Morphe is collaborating with Nikita Dragun. I don't know, Nikita Dragun, and this is the Seductive collection, I believe, Fall Seductive, I don't know, collection. So this is the palette, and then you have, I think it's a highlighter with 2 shades, and then of course have lip products and all kinds of other stuff. In case you're interested, you want to check this out. I was like, actually, wow, this is pretty colorful for Morphe, you know, not super many neutral shades in the palette, which is kind of cool. But anyway, I definitely do not need this because I have so many amazing indie brands to try. So this is not going to be for me, but anyway, it does not look bad at all. Just so you know that this is out there. So we're moving on to this one, and that was quite a surprise. This is Juvia's Place, the Valhalla 2 palette, and I don't know, maybe you've seen my Valhalla 1 palette review yesterday, maybe, or if not, then it's coming. But anyway, I just started to work, or I've just finished working with the Valhalla 1, and now they're coming out with this. This I ordered immediately. Because this is beautiful, and this time I knew I'm not going to wait. You know, last time with the Valhalla 1 I waited. I thought, you know, I wait till it goes on sale, whatever, and then it was sold out, and I was so sad because I thought I'm never gonna have it. But anyway, now I ordered this one, and also this one has been sponsored by my bestie in Europe. Sweeties, I have the best friends, seriously. So this is amazing, and I'm so glad that I'm gonna have this. Okay, then I wanted to also show you Makeup Revolution is coming out with this. They have collaborated with Disney, and Disney princesses, sweeties. Yeah, so Cinderella is actually well done. Speaking about the palette, then Belle, poor Belle is the loser. Yeah, but the one with the frog, I don't know what her name is. What is her name though? I don't know. I don't watch TV, sweeties. I love princesses, but I just don't have time for stuff like this. So that is a nice palette. The one of Belle is just a little bit blah, I would say. You know, they could have done a little bit more with that. But besides that, I think overall it's a cute idea. It's not an original idea, but it's a cute idea. And that is what it is. And it's also going to be pretty affordable. So anyway, this is what it is from Revolution. Okay, the next thing is from Glamlight, and Glamlight is coming out with a new palette, which is the Burger palette, and this is a squishy one. So I don't know, you know, having really spoken a lot about being all over, being triggered from food themed palettes, now if they're squishy, I don't know if I'm quite there yet. You know, if they smell like food or if they taste like food, I'm not sure if I'm there yet. You know, this stuff like this is okay. That still looks like a normal palette, or even, you know, it's just a palette. It doesn't have the consistency of something else but a palette, you know. So for me, it's a journey to maybe next year around that time I will be able to have a squishy Burger palette, but anyway, so yeah, so it says here 4 ultra dazzling shimmer shades and 5 pigmented mattes, and this is how it looks. Now color scheme wise, again, I'm missing some depth in this palette. The blues and the greens look absolutely stunning, and then the rest just, I think, is lacking a little bit of depth, like one shade, sweeties. One shade of depth would have helped me so much. But anyway, so this is what it is. I have already seen, I think, Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner making great looks with this. So just saying that this is already available in case you want to. Okay, then let's talk about Nabla, because Nabla is coming out with their holiday collection, and this is the side-by-side nude eyeshadow palette from Nabla, which I think is actually pretty stunning, you know. As far as a neutral palette goes, it's cold neutrals and it's silver and gray. I mean, it's beautiful. This is beautiful, you know, for a neutral palette. If I would be into neutrals more, I would buy this palette. I am not, though, because, you know, I'm a very colorful person, and yes, I do wear neutral looks, and sometimes it's just required for me also to have a neutral look, but I just don't need to buy an extra palette for this necessarily, you know. I can work with what I have to get that. So, but this is absolutely stunning, you know. Absolutely beautiful, super well done. And they're also coming out with this, which is also part of the holiday collection, and this is the Ruby Light Glitter palette, which is nice. I think it's super smart that they're doing that on the side, you know, in an extra palette, so people don't get sort of distracted by having the glitters in the palette, because like people who don't like glitters feel that that is not, it's not a good deal for them because they're never going to use them. So it's super smart that they're putting them on the side for the people who really want the glitter. They can buy it extra. That is really nice. So the quad retails for $25, which is quite a price for a quad for glitters. But anyway, and this palette here is going to retail for $39. So anyway, the palette looks beautiful. Also the quad looks beautiful, and I think the execution is also really nice. Then I wanted to show you also Sugarpill is coming out with the black capsule. I think this is for Halloween, I want to say. This is how she looks. It's actually really sweet, you know, nice and colorful and really pretty. Compared to all the other capsules they came out with, I think this is probably the prettiest according to my taste, of course. So this is retailing for $42, and this is already available when you're seeing this. Okay, then we're moving on to Huda Beauty real quick. She came out with this one. So Burgundy Dream, yeah. Sweeties, this, I don't know. I was thinking she would be coming out with something a little bit different for the holiday, but anyway, so this is what she came out with. This is not going to be for me. It is just a little bit too much of the same. While it is pretty, and I do believe that there are special shades in this palette, it is just for me personally a little bit too repetitive, maybe. Okay, so this is going to retail for $67, and I do believe that there's also going to be new brushes and things like this in this collection. But anyway, I know that my friend Karen Harris here just has a review up on this palette, or a first impression, or swatches or something. In case you're interested, you can go to her and check out that video. But I'm not gonna get this one, that's for sure. The next thing I wanted to show you is from Cara Cosmetics, and I want to say that that is a new brand for me. I'm not 100% sure now, but they are coming out with the new pastel duochromes, which looks like this. So beautiful, so beautiful. Pastel duochromes, absolutely stunning. I was like, wow, these swatches look out of this world. It's so beautiful. Anyway, so this seems to be a UK based brand, and this is individually available or also as gift set bundles. So in case you want to check that out, there's going to be only limited stock. This might sell out super fast. It might be sold out already when you go there. I have no idea, but this looks stunning. Absolutely beautiful. Cara Cosmetics, absolutely well done. Okay, and the last thing for today is actually this palette that I wanted to show you from Spellbound Beauty, and this is the Noir palette. So pretty. I mean, this reminds me of the So Long and Goodnight, So Long and Goodbye. What was it? So Long and Goodnight, I think, palette from V Cosmetics that I featured here on my channel. That is sort of the same vibe, you know. It's so classy and so grungy and like femme fatale and like amazing. I really like this. This is super pretty palette. Absolutely well done. Spellbound Beauty, absolutely stunning. So they are available on Etsy as far as I know. Yeah, and this is coming soon. This is coming soon. I don't think it's already available. So anyway, absolutely stunning. You know, because there is so much in each palette that is different, that can make it stunning on its own, which is so nice. You know, I love when I just can blend out everything else or shut out everything else and just look at this one palette and think, wow, this is beautiful for what it is, you know. I love that. So anyway, that is what we're doing here on my channel, and please let me know what you think about that. All right, sweeties, so we're not going to drag this out because it has been long and it has actually been really hard for me to film. You're not going to see this because I'm going to have to edit all of this mess out, but I have been stumbling over my own words and I've been so repetitive in what I was saying, and I've probably like 2 hours of footage, so you get like 40 minutes or whatever of movie video. So this is insane. But anyway, I just, you know, sometimes I just have bad days too, and that is today. You know, not that I'm feeling super bad, but my anxiety has been killing me, and I've also not been sleeping well, and I just feel like I feel it in everything, in the concentration and in everything, and I'm just not doing so well. So if you want to send some happy vibes over or some prayers or whatever you want to send, like, I'm in the receiving mode in order to just get better, because I really need to. I'm just, you know. So anyway, good thing we have makeup, because that is the super best distraction, and it's just the super best thing besides cats. Alright, sweeties, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Of course, you will find all the brands that I spoke about linked somewhere, either in a pinned comment or in the description box, depending on where I have room. You will find, of course, also somewhere the makeup that I'm wearing today, in case you're interested. My discount codes are in the description box as well. Feel free to check them out in case you want to use any of them or none of them. But anyway, that is that. Please come back tomorrow for another video. I can't wait to have you here again, and up until then, definitely go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.